What's up, YouTube? This is Boston Chris. Welcome to my channel, Boston Chris Comics. I am back after a pretty decent amount of time off. Just been kind of busy with a lot of different things going on as we kind of get to the end of the year. It's just kind of a common thing going on. There's just a lot of different things happening. Had a couple of things happen personally that kind of kept me away from stuff. One was kind of a little bit scary, but everything's okay now. Just ended up being a situation with my wife and her car and everything. She's fine. Everybody's okay. There's nothing bad, but there was an accident that she had, and it looked worse than I guess it was. Again, nobody got hurt. Everything was all okay except for her car. So, just kind of had to deal with that and get things back on track. So, in the midst of all this, just kind of been picking up books. Just I haven't had a chance to go ahead and show them. So I figured instead of, kind of trying to, work with whatever little time I had, and try to squeeze in a video when really my time was limited, I figured now that I have a decent chunk of time, I'm gonna go ahead and just do kind of like a November haul. So this is just all the books I picked up from the end of last month into right now to this point. And hopefully there's not too many things that I'm pretty sure, and it's been I think 3 weeks or so since I did a video, so I don't think there's going to be too many things that repeat. I hope not, but if that's the case, I apologize. Anyway, let's get into the books. So this one here is one I was actually happy to see my shop pick up. I didn't get a chance to get this when it first came out, just because my shop unfortunately didn't order a lot of them, and I ended up being kind of left out in the cold for it. But this is The Wrong Earth #2. Awesome story so far. I'm really enjoying it. This is put out by Ahoy Comics. Really just fledgling, really underground, small company for now at the time. But they do have a lot of people in the industry that are kind of giving them, little bits and pieces, trying to, prop them up and give them a little bit of clout, I guess you could say. The story is really good. It's, low print run, I guess. I don't know. I mean, as far as I've seen, I haven't seen many of these books come through. I do my best to try to see if I can get them when I can, but went to my shop when #2 was supposed to come out. Didn't have it. They didn't have #3, so unfortunately, it's a really cool story, and it's just one of those things where I think that the unless you have it pre-ordered, before the next issue comes out or whatever, you end up having to seek alternative methods to try to get it. But this is the second print, so pretty cool. It has the cover here, and then the version on the back, so pretty cool. Next up we have Flash #58. I picked up 2 covers of this book just because I liked both cover. I got the regular cover because it wasn't so bad. It's pretty cool. It has Thanos on the front of it, and then the other one just looked really cool, so I picked it up. So that is the Black Order #1, and I like this because big fan of Thanos, and all the different Infinity War stuff we have going on. It's pretty cool, and it's pretty cool to see the actual, as they're known in the movie, the children of Thanos, but the Black Order is how they're known in the comics. To kind of see them get their own story and see what they're gonna do. So pretty cool stuff. And then here is the variant that I picked up here. Really cool looking cover. I like that. Just a face, nothing too extravagant, but really well done. Next we have Cosmic Ghost Rider #5, and this is also a variant. Nothing special about this variant. It's not like it's like some type of crazy, one in whatever, number variant. It's just, I liked it better than the regular cover, so I picked that one up. Next we have Darth Vader number 23. Awesome series. I'm actually surprised. Like I've said before many times, surprised at how well done it was for a story for a character who, for the most part, his whole story has been told through the movies, and it's really cool to see how the writers that are doing this are putting this story together and making it really intriguing and compelling and something that you really want to read. Next we have Project Superpower number 4. Dynamite Comics, a bunch of Golden Age heroes getting the shot to shine and really I don't know, just kind of be shown to a new audience. This isn't the first time they've done this. Like I've seen this group a few other times, but really really cool. And Alex Ross does a lot of the covers and stuff, so cool stuff to have. Next up we have, this is Batman. This is issue number 59. Matina variant, really cool. Follow that up with Infinity Warps. This is Ghost Panther. I read through this. I was actually really excited to get this book when I first saw it, because I was like, yeah, man, I'm getting this. This is going to be awesome. Ghost Rider and the Black Panther mixed together. Yeah, it should be pretty cool. I read through the story. It wasn't bad. The art really upset me, just because the art should have been a lot better for something like this. Like, I feel like something that, when you have characters like this, I feel like you should be putting not your best artist on it, but like somebody who can really, do the series justice. I mean, it's not going to be a long series, so maybe that's why they went ahead and, maybe that's why they went ahead and just kind of put somebody on there that doesn't really stand out much. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I mean, some people might like this guy. The artist in the book is Jeff T. Palo. Some people might love his stuff. I don't know. I just find it to be kind of like not really. It didn't really speak to me, especially when you have an Adam Kubert cover. Like, you gotta step your game up for the. Like, that's one thing I will say with some variants, on some books. It's just like, if you have, and I know that you're not going to change the artist mid-story, but if you have a book where you're, having an artist like a, like an Andy Kubert, like, a J. Scott, even an Art Germ, you know what I mean? If you have someone like that doing this beautiful cover, and then on the inside you have, like, really just... I mean, the art on the inside just looks so drastically different in terms of like skill and style, and it just doesn't look as good as it should be. Then I mean, what's the point? Like, you know what I mean? That beautiful cover does nothing but really distract away from what you want to show, which is the actual book. You want to showcase this awesome piece of art, and the covers. I just feel like in that instance, the cover should represent what's in the inside, and it really doesn't. I mean, it's just, I don't know. If you can contract Adam Kubert to do the cover, then get somebody who's, like, either a good mimic of his style, or somebody who can just really, really make the book stand out. Because who knows? I mean, of the Infinity Warps, who's to say that this character won't be popular, and then all of a sudden, get introduced in the Marvel Universe some way down the line. It's just like, you don't want his first appearance or his first introduction just to be crap. But, whatever. Anyway, moving on, we have Ice Cream Man. This is issue number 8. This is a great series. I really do enjoy this one a lot. It's kind of like a Twilight Zone-ish type story. That's at least the way I feel about it. That's the way I've gone with it every time I've read it. Is that it has like a Twilight Zone style, story arc to it, and every story seems to be kind of self-contained, and everything seems to be kind of just its own, its own story. But, it's really good and just done really well. So, definitely one that I would pick up and trade if you haven't, gone ahead and got it. If you haven't gone ahead and gotten it like really taken care of and solidified, I would definitely give it a shot. If you can get them in single issues, do it. If not, then trades will take care of you. Next up, we have Hal Jordan. This is Green Lantern #1. I'm a little disappointed that they took away my Green Lanterns with Jesse Cruz and Simon Baz to give us, Green Lantern, back. I mean, I love Hal Jordan. I'm glad that he's back to his own series and everything like that. But I just feel like this book I don't know. For the first issue, the art wasn't all that great, and the story was kind of weird. Wasn't really feeling it, but that's just me. I want the Simon Baz and Jesse Cruz, books back, but that's just me. Next we have Batman #58, another Mattina cover right there. Really cool stuff, really pretty. Then we have Infinity War #5. Pretty cool series that they have going on here, and I know it's leading to other stuff. But definitely cool stuff. You have Gamora, just pretty much trying to reshape the Marvel Universe, and everything she's doing is kind of creating these infinity warps and reshaping the universe as she sees fit, just because she's gone ahead and just kind of changed everything up. So we'll see how that goes. I know that they're going to do another Infinity story soon enough, just because that's what they're leading towards. But hopefully everything gets sorted out and done well, and it's just I mean, this story's been pretty cool. I'm just hoping that the payoff represents everything that we've gone through so far. So pretty cool stuff there. Next we have Death of the Inhumans issue #5. Not sure how many issues there are. It is kind of a sad cover. You have Lockjaw dead on the ground, and Black Bolt pretty torn up, looking on. So definitely one that is not let you know that there's gonna be some hard moments going forward in that comic. Next up we have Seven to Eternity #12. Really cool series, done really well by Image. Definitely one that I've been enjoying as we've gone through. I think that these kind of like sci-fi type I don't know if I call it a sci-fi space soap opera type deal, but that's kind of what it seems like to me. Like just like sci-fi, like modern slash. I don't want to know. I don't really think it's like post-apocalyptic, but it's just like one of those like kind of just blending a bunch of different styles together all at once. Really cool story, really cool art involved in these, and just overall just a fun book to read. So I would recommend that to a lot of people too. If you're looking for something outside of superhero books to read, Seven to Eternity is a good one. Next we have this is What If. So the new series of What If. Magic became the Sorcerer Supreme. The art in this one wasn't that great either. I was actually kind of turned off by it. I think that they just had a lot of I think that I'm wondering if this is something that whether they kind of given some newer artists a chance to kind of just showcase some talent or what. I don't know, just wasn't really feeling the art on that, but I know that it's kind of a back and forth type vibe with that type of stuff, where you have on the one hand you have some really good art and awesome story, and then sometimes hit or miss, just like the regular series. I mean, the regular What If series was hit or miss from time to time as well. Next we have Extermination issue #4. This is Scott Summers Must Die. Exterminations has been Summers Must Die. Doesn't say Scott. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. But Summers Must Die. So, it's been a cool series. Definitely one that's fun to read, and a good time. Just kind of seeing where they're going with it, and then it had this nice, shock value and stuff like that going on. So, definitely cool stuff there. Next we have Old Man Hawkeye #10. This series is coming to a close very soon and has been really good. Like I had said before, I looked into it and I was just like, oh, old man, da da da. Like everybody kind of, nobody wants to see old man. Like old man Logan, yeah, I understand that, but old man Hawkeye, why? Old man this and that. But it was really cool and really done well. And I think choosing the right character for it is essential. And there's a lot that can happen for good and bad in that, but definitely one that you want to just like. I would definitely check it out. It's been really cool. Again, if you missed the single issues, just wait for the trade and read that. It's pretty cool. Next we have fell on the Old Man Logan issue number 50, the finale of the series. Yes, Old Man Logan 50 issues, and now that's it. And they're heading into Dead Man Logan. So that is the regular cover. And then I picked up this variant right here. Really, really cool. I love the way this cover looks. Again, it's been I've said a lot about it if you watch my past videos. Over the just the run of this book, talking about like all the different stuff that's gone on, all the different just how good of a book it was, how good of a read it was. So definitely cool to pick up and definitely cool to have. I think that it's a good book for everybody. Definitely read that up and have some fun with that. Next we have Realm number 10. Another kind of sci-fi-ish, futuristic, almost post-apocalyptic sci-fi type tale. Really cool stuff in this book. The Realm is definitely a book that I think that goes off into another part of your imagination, but it really does a good job keeping everything intrigued and cool as you read it. Next we have What If Legion Had Killed Magneto. This is the True Believers, so reprinting those what ifs. Then we have What If the Fantastic Four had different superpowers, so instead of Mr. Fantastic stretching and everything like that, like the powers get mixed up and different things happen. Pretty cool one. I don't own the original. I do own the original. I think of this one, the What If Legion killed Magneto, and instead of Xavier, and but the other one I don't have it. That's definitely volume 1. So fun books to pick up, but yeah, definitely ones that I think some people would enjoy. If you don't have the actual books, the True Believer is an awesome option for $1. You can't go wrong. Next we have this is The Wrong Earth issue number 3. So like I was saying before, I wasn't able to find this in my actual shop. I had to go online to get it, and I paid maybe 50 cents more than cover for it, so that's fine by me. I have no problem with that. It's a good book. It's definitely cool, and I think at certain times, unless you have it in your poll, or if you've gone ahead and requested that it be ordered for you and everything like that, you may have to go online to get the entire story. But this is really awesome series, so it's definitely worth getting it. And not sure if it's one that's going to go up in price or not. I just want to have the entire story just to say I can read the whole thing, because for me it's just that good of a story. It's just really awesome how they did everything. Next we have the books that I picked up today, and I'm gonna go ahead and just start out with a really actually cool cover here for a series I showed earlier, and that is Flash. This is issue number 59. Really cool cover. This is a like manga cover, and haven't read through it yet. It doesn't contain any manga or anything like that inside the book, but just I thought that this is a really unique and pretty cool cover, so that's why I picked it up. Reminds me of just like the manga that you read from like Naruto and Dragon Ball and Rurouni Kenshin and all those other really awesome old series that I grew up reading back in the day. So pretty cool stuff. Next we have Dead Man Logan issue number 1. Definitely excited to go ahead and get into this series. This picks up right after the Old Man Logan series, so the events of Old Man Logan 50 tie right into. I mean, this picks up right after that, and it's a pretty cool series. It's a 12 issue, so it's gonna be around. And they say that in the book, like he has 1 year to live, and so Old Man Logan's kind of just going ahead and trying to right all the wrongs that he can before he dies, because he's just kind of starting to succumb to his age, the adamantium poisoning, and the fact that his healing factor just isn't what it used to be. So pretty cool story. Art was pretty good. I didn't have a problem with that. Keeping with the Japanese theme, when I had seen this variant, I had to get it because I was like, this looks awesome. So we have here the 1 in 10 variant. This is really cool. Like almost like the old. I don't think it's called Haka. I might be wrong, but this is like the old woodblock painting that they used to do like back in like the like I think it's like the not middle ages, but like 1600s and stuff like that. So really really cool stuff. I mean, I might be off with the dates, but just a very old way of painting in Japanese that used to tell a story, kind of like the one that I always think of is the one where it's like the giant tidal wave. It's on a lot of posters and stuff like that. Like, but yeah, like really cool stuff. Next we have Old Man Hawkeye issue number 11. Like I said, getting to the end of that series. Can't wait to go ahead and see what happens next. After that, we have Darth Vader issue number 24. Another awesome cover. I mean, they do really good covers for this series. I think all around, this is just a well done, awesome series, and just it doesn't, I think, get the credit that it deserves as far as really being just a good solid comic on top of because I think some people are like, oh, it's a great Star Wars comic. No, it's a solid comic. It's a really good book, and one that's really fun to read, and just kind of see this expanded mythos that they're giving for Vader. So really cool stuff. And then the next issue, the cover for the next issue looks badass. Like there he is in the lava. You know what I mean? So really cool stuff. And then lastly, this is a book. It's not for me, actually. It's for a friend of mine, Kyle Walker. I had told him that I would pick up. I picked up issue number 1 for him, and told him I would pick up issue number 2 so he could have it, so he can have the entire story. So this is through the 2000 AD, the guys that initially brought Judge Dredd out, the English company, and we have Dredd Final Judgment. This is issue number 2. I know issue number 1 had it seemed like it had a low print run and there wasn't a lot to go around. So I guess if it's a book, if you see it at your shop, pick it up. Story looks pretty cool. I flipped through it. I didn't really read through it because it's not my book. But it looks pretty cool. I have to say, as somebody who doesn't know a ton about Judge Dredd outside of watching the movie, and I mean the Sylvester Stallone, I haven't seen the new one, and just kind of trying to get caught up with what I can pick up from just online and stuff like that, and just asking other people. Seems like a really cool series. It's only a 2-issue series, but just seems like of the Dredd stories, it's kind of back to its roots and doing some really cool things. So definitely one that I think is worth picking up if you can get it. If not, well, can't have them all. But that's been my haul. That's pretty much everything I got for the month. I will have a back issue haul up because I did get a bunch of back issues. There was some sales that came up that I was able to get some pretty good books from. So I'll go ahead and show those when I get my chance to go ahead and make another video and everything. Hopefully I'll be able to do that later on this week or this weekend to kind of go ahead and keep up with the channel and everything. So for everybody who has been really patient and just kept watching and everything like that, thank you. But I would do my best to try to get, you know, it's tough around the holidays and everything, but you know, we all go through it. We all have that same, you know, type of struggle here and there, trying to get the videos out and just, you know, making room in our lives to come on here and just kind of do this. So thank you guys all for watching. You know, I will, you know, go ahead and do another video as soon as I can. Hope you all have a great week. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, and you know, going forward, you know, hope you know, everyone else is a great safe weekend, and the rest of the year shakes out well for you. So thank you all for watching. It's been Boss and Chris. I'm out.